Hey guys, David Miller here with Gemini BIM. This week we're going to look at parameters within families, and more specifically the organization of parameters, or the category in which the parameters fall from family creation to whenever you insert it into a project. And what I'm talking about is, have you ever created a family, categorize the parameters that you made within the family, but you load into a project to find out that the parameters are not organized under the categories in which you specified in the family. This happens usually because we're talking about shared parameters, and you add the shared parameter to the family, you load it into the project, but it's not categorized the same. Typically, what the problem is in this scenario is that there has been another family loaded with that shared parameter, and it was categorized differently. So once that first instance of whatever family that has that shared parameter in, the project basically in memory remembers that that is the category that the shared parameter falls under, and it does not matter that any other family after that, if that specific shared parameter is categorized differently. And to kind of show that in action, I just have the default Revit project, MEP project open here, and we're going to quickly add a shared parameter, or a couple shared parameters, to this family loaded into the project, and we will purposely miscategorize the shared projects on purpose. So I have a generic shared parameter file already created and two shared parameters created. And I'm going to purposely put this under other, even though let's say that this is supposed to fall under electrical, because I want to show you what happens if you accidentally miscategorize the family or put it under the wrong group. And then we'll add the second one. We'll put this randomly on something like set or something, just something random. So what we've done is we've loaded this family into the project, and the parameters, so there's the shared parameter 1, which is under other, and then there's shared parameter 2 under set. And then we've realized that the the grouping of the parameters is not correct. I was trying to edit this family, and your instinct would be to just group this correctly. Let's say that we'll just generically put it under electrical engineering, and we'll take the other misgrouped one and put it under electrical engineering as well. Initial thinking would be that, hey, when I load this family into the project, the parameters would be categorized or grouped correctly. But if I go to edit type, you would see that that is not the case, that the shared parameter 2 is still under set, and shared parameter 1 is still under other. It does not matter how many families you try to modify, this will never change within the project environment because of the first family that we loaded in, or that was loaded in, was not correct. Now, one method to be able to fix this is to add the shared parameter temporarily to the project, and then have that shared parameter grouped correctly at the project level. So to be able to fix that, we're going to add the project parameters to the project. So we'll go to project parameters. We'll add the project parameters that we just created. We will categorize them correctly now. And we had specified electrical engineering. And we are dealing with lighting fixtures in this instance. Type lighting fixtures. Okay, and we'll go ahead and add the second one. And you'll see that by adding the shared parameters to the project level, will force the family parameters to be categorized how you have the project parameters grouped. So we've added the shared parameter 1 and shared parameter 2 generic parameters, and we grouped them under electrical engineering. So now if I go to this family and I edit the type of family, you can see now the parameters are grouped as we would expect. Once you get the parameters grouped or adjusted how they should be or how you would want them, you can actually remove the project parameters from the project because they're actually not needed. We just was forcing Revit to categorize or group the parameters how we wanted. And even after removing the parameters, the shared parameters stay with that grouping of the way that we would want the family to be grouped. So that's one way to be able to fix how Revit categorizes or groups the parameters in the project environment versus the family environment. Again, if you guys learned anything, please give the video a thumbs up and don't hesitate to subscribe. Till next time, guys. Thanks.